Good morning. Welcome to week 16. Welcome. Got some rain clouds coming, so going to get this done quickly and then try and beat the rain. So let's do this. As you can tell, the weather. We've got very opposite skies all happening in the same sky. There are two situations happening in the same sky. I mean, look at that. It doesn't seem like it's the same sky, but I'm telling you, no edits in here. This is what's happening. So let's get a move on. As always, before I go in depth, let me show you an overview. Yes, this is the same garden. If you look at the start of this month, you will not believe that this is the same garden, but yes, it is. All that growth, yep. It's the same garden. So starting with the elephants in the room, got two rain barrels that are just sat right in the middle of the garden, but these are going to be hosed down today and packed away. That's why they're there. If they're not there, I will not do them because they usually live in that corner, but that's why they're there. Let me take you on, or take you around to the growth. So this is the time of the year where everything just blossoms and gets huge, ready to set fruit, ready to just live basically. And all these plants, well, most of these plants over here love the heat, so that's why it's now an absolute jungle. Still more growth to come though, but it's a jungle. So starting from here, this is the pepper plants that hubby got me from his work. Like I told you, anything that looks dead and dying, don't worry, just give them to mama. Just give them to me. I will, by God's grace, bring them back to life. It's all God, it's not me. So everything has been programmed in the plant to grow. You can see, I believe, some flowers that are going to come from the middle there. But this plant was tiny, and now look at it. Huge, glossy, gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. And like I said, I'm going to let it get big for my friend who's going to use this hopefully in her garden next year. Lemon pepper. And then moving on to what is now definitely not cayenne pepper. You know, I've been saying for a few weeks now, and I also spoke to mum, and her and dad were watching my videos and they said that, yeah, this doesn't look like cayenne either. And it's not. I believe that this is a long pointed bell pepper. And why do I believe that? Because last year I grew long pointed red bell peppers, cayenne peppers, and the stocky red peppers. So this is definitely a stockier plant. As you can tell, they're like a block bell pepper, typical. This one is longer and it's going to turn red. Well, I pray it turns red, because last year we didn't get any turning red, but I have a good feeling that these are going to turn red. The cayenne peppers were about yay big, well, yay long, and about that thick. These ones are much chubbier than that. So I believe this was a long pointed red bell pepper. So very, very, very happy that we have one of these, because we use them a lot in cooking. And this plant has so many bell peppers on there. I mean, every tinge of purple you see is a bell pepper. And then there's lots of green coming, and there's a lot more fruits coming as well. So I feel like in this season we'll have red peppers from here. We'll also have some green ones for ayamashi, which is a traditional Nigerian, well, Yoruba dish consisting of green bell peppers. And we'll also just have lots of growth on the plants that I do need to cut back. Oh my gosh, the heavens have opened. The blue has gone and the grey is here. That happens so quickly in the space of like 3 minutes. Let me get my umbrella because this garden tour must ensue. I'll bring my umbrella out. Here we are. Umbrella for the tour. Let's go. The tour must be done, so this is how I'm going to be doing the tour today. I haven't had to use an umbrella for a garden tour, but here we are. See, no copyright. Let's go. This is going to make for a beautiful ASMR. I can just hear it now and it sounds so beautiful. And the rain stopped. But let me take you around. So like I was saying, that is the red pointed bell pepper, and next to it we've got the normal bell pepper. Next to that, look at our ananas heirloom slash heritage, means the same thing. Basically an old trusted variety that's been passed down for hundreds of years, and that is doing so well. The fruits have perked back up. They did have a day where they dried out a little bit because the pot was so dry, but they have perked right back up. There is a bit of rain today, so that should also, you know, sink down, but it's not heavy rain, it's spitting, so I might need to come and water later on. Moving on to the other cherry tomatoes. One of the biggest decisions I've made in the past week is to leave the suckers on them, because these suckers are huge and I feel like the plant wants to create them. And I know tomato plants create suckers anyway, but I feel like the plant, or this variety, likes the suckers because it can produce more fruit that way. So I'm just going to leave them to see what they do. Like that one there was a sucker and it's already grown more or less as big as the plant, so I just need to keep feeding them and make sure that, yeah, they're well fed, and they should give me more fruit that way. They have already started setting fruits, and like I said, I don't know which colors they are because I didn't label them properly, but once the fruits come out and ripen, we will know what they are. So that's tomatoes all the way down there, and look at their size as well. They are at least 3 feet. They're at least 3 feet tall, maybe more, because I'm 5 feet and they're like coming up to my chest. So they're going to use this trellis, and I don't know if I showed you the trellis in the last video. No, I did. But yeah, they're going to probably make it to the top of that trellis, which is fine by me because that means more tomatoes. But I will, I might just top them. I'll see what the season does, because otherwise they'll just keep growing and growing and growing. I once had an indeterminate tomato get to over 8 feet, so yeah, I need to curb it at some point. But the indeterminate ones can grow forever. The determinate ones grow to like a certain size. Some grow to like the size of that calendula, and then that's it. They stop growing. And also look at the growth habits of some of these plants. This one is really stocky. Like, look at that. The stem is so thick. Like, really, really thick. I don't know if that's supposed to be, but some of them, I've never seen a tomato that thick before. This one, it's a bit thinner, but they all seem really stocky. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I've never seen a tomato like that before. Moving on to the basil. So the basil at the back is growing nicely, but the ones towards the front, especially this one here that's receiving lots of light, is filling out. There are 2 there, so once I deadheaded them in the middle there, you see these 2 have grown on either side and they've made it a bigger, bushier plant, which is what we want. The one at the back there is also doing the same, and the rest are also doing the same. They're just growing very nicely. And like I told you, all these pots are duplicates and they're all replicated down the line, so I'm not going to go to every single pot. I'll just do a general overview. The aubergines, my goodness, this is not even the biggest leaf. I've never had aubergines get this big before. This is the biggest plant we have, and it's huge. I can't do it justice. Okay, so this is the scale actually. This is the true scale of one of the leaves. I need to really feed this plant because there isn't enough compost in there to feed it. I'll put some fish blood and bone so that every time I water, they get fed. And I also had to chop off the basil down here because this leaf was just covering it. Even the poached eggplant is growing sideways just to get some light because this leaf was just covering it. I will need to research as well if I need to... Oh, what's that? There's an animal stuck in there, or maybe like a little leaf. Oh no, it's definitely an animal. It's jumping around. But I do need to double check if I need to prune the leaves of the aubergine, because my goodness, they are getting huge. They are huge, and they are going to get bigger. And it's the same situation all down the line. We do have lots of calendula that I need to come and harvest, and I'm thinking of moving some of the calendula, especially this dusty one here that was giving me lots of blooms. I'm thinking of moving it over to where the cucumbers could have been. So this cucumber is definitely gone. It's done its thing. We harvested about 5 apple cucumbers from there, which was so good. This one, they are still going. This is the Cornichon de Paris. The lower leaves look a bit wretched, but the top leaves, the upper leaves look fine. So I might just retrain it up and see what happens, but I don't know how long that will last either. Just fine. We've had enough cucumbers from there. Our courgettes are looking big and bold and beautiful. We've got some fresh leaves coming from the center there, center and that side as well. The plants could do with a good prune, but that's something that I will do maybe sometime this week. I'll see my schedule. But oh, I keep stepping in this water pot and I've seen the birds coming in to use it as well, so I do need to refill that. But yeah, every time I come here I step in it, and I need to find a place for it because I can't be stepping in it every time. Getting a bit closer to the peppers. They are growing nicely. In about another month they will get as big as the ones over there, like this one. So I'm trying to balance the umbrella. But yeah, I have high hopes for them. I think they'll be fine. Just need to leave them to do their thing. Yeah, this plant definitely needs to move because nothing has space. It's taking over all the space. The basil here is looking well. The poached eggplants is beautiful. I do need to deadhead it so that it produces more flowers, basically. That's how this plant got so big. So deadheading is when you just take the flowers off, and then the plant produces a lot more side shoots and a lot more flowers. So that's what I did, and this one got so big, so I'll do the same to the other one. My goodness, I think it's already been dropping its seeds. This is the seed of the calendula. It looks like it's already been dropping seeds, which means this container next year might have volunteer calendula if I don't move the soil. Also, the rain seems to have stopped, so I'm going to, oh yeah, we've got some blue. I'm going to park the umbrella. I'm not going to close it though, I'm just going to put it down because I might need it very spontaneously. So umbrella's been parked. Time to go around the garden. Time to go around the garden. Let's go. I've just been thinking, this is so fun for me. This is so fun for me, actually doing garden tours, taking you guys around. I don't know what I was feeling last week, but this week I just feel completely different, in a different headspace. I feel so good just being out here in the garden. Might be the sunshine, I don't know what it is. I just feel so good and I feel rested. I am so happy to be out here, honestly. The sun is back out. Summer is life. No, God is life, but summer helps. Oh, this is so nice. This is so nice. I need to do the tour, then come out here with a coffee. Should I make a coffee now? I'll make a coffee. Do 1.5. And the water says hot, not boiling, so I'm going to leave it to cool down a little bit and then come back and actually make coffee. So whilst the water's cooling down, I'm going to come out here and continue the tour. Oh, The sun has gone, the rain has come back, but it's okay. Let's continue. Before I take you any further, I just want to show you these weeds. So they're called plantain and they're medicinal. I've yet to research exactly what I can do with them, but I know they're very, very good for us. So I have tried to leave the plantain in the cracks. There's quite a few, as you can tell, and the parsley, the bunch with the parsley seeds that dropped, is still there as well. So see what they're good for, harvest them, and then use them for whatever they're good for. I'm excited. I'll update you on the next vlog. Okay, I feel like so much has happened in the past 5 minutes, but from what I recollect, we were here. So let me just finish the peppers. So they are doing well. These were the really, really tiny baby ones. They look like they're growing, and like I keep telling you guys, I'm not worried. I'm not worried about plants looking small, because I know that once the conditions are perfect, they will grow. Not worried at all. Got some more calendula seeds here, and I need to research the optimum time to pick them, because to me these look ready. However, you know, I'll research that and pick them, because I do want them for next year as well. I've just spotted a cherry tomato. The first little baby cherry tomato is here. Look at it there, so cute. Oh, we've got 2. Amazing. And what's even funny, this looks like a sucker just growing out of this plant. Like, the way it's growing is so new to me. It's so new to me. It's honestly, it's almost like it's blowing my mind, from the thickness of the stem to the way the suckers are just shooting up. And that's why every plant is different. I mean, okay, for example, look at this plant, right? The fruits grow from the main stem, and the flowers, yeah, they grow from there. That's where the fruits will come from. But there isn't like a sucker next to it, because I mean, why would there be? Because the suckers usually grow in between the leaf and the stem. Let me find an example. Yeah, like this, right? Or like this, right? Actually, that one might be the main, that's the main stem. That's not a sucker. That'll be the main stem there. That'll be like the leaf. Oh, it's even confusing me. This could be, we'll see, we'll watch this one. But usually like this, sucker grows in the armpits of the leaf and the main stem. Whereas this one, this is where the fruits grew from. Or it might have been, it was a leaf. What is happening to this plant? What is actually happening? Look, because this is a leaf, right? And then this is where the fruit is growing from the main stem. And it looks like another leaf is there. But with this one down here, it looks like this was a leaf. Or, yeah, it looks like it was a leaf. And then halfway down the leaf, we've got fruit set. And then we've got a sucker. This is so new to me. This is so new to me. Like, I feel like that's just a mutation, because this looks more normal, right? Stem, leaf, well, fruit set, leaf, sucker, right? That just, I need a picture of that, because that's just thrown me off. That's just completely thrown me off, because look, bamboo. Main stem, fruit set, leaf, sucker that I've already pulled off. That's the anatomy. That's the typical anatomy that I know of a tomato plant. So what is it doing? Why is there fruit set, sucker, everything growing out of a leaf? What is happening here? Like, oh, I need to keep an eye. Learning every day. Learning every day. So moving on to the herbs. After that bit of excitement, we've got the mint still here. I haven't really used it for anything. We've still got mint in the freezer, so I haven't used it for much. Oh, it smells so good. Oh my gosh. The rosemary also looks great. It's coming back to life. Pardon. Got the sage as well. Looking good. Parsley still hasn't been transplanted. Can you imagine? I need to just spend some time. And I can't even say I've been neglecting the garden, because I have been out here like morning and evening. I just haven't been doing jobs. I've been enjoying the garden. Yay, summer! But yeah, I'll try and put some of these near the kale, like I've been saying for the past 2 weeks now. Got the thyme. They need to be harvested. They need to definitely be cut back. They're getting quite woody at the bottom. So yeah, it needs a good trim. And then the oregano is still going. There are some new shoots there, or new leaves, but that's gonna go. That's not going to last another year. It needs to go. Now moving on to the strawberries. So these ones have definitely been established because there's lots of new growth. The leaves look healthy. So the way you will know they're looking good without having to, remove the plant every single time to check roots is it alive? Basic question, is it alive? And also, is it thriving? So it's thriving because there's more new growth. It's alive, it's green, that's a good sign. The leaves are perky, it's not wilted or anything. That's really good. There is an offshoot that is also thriving. So that means that the plant has established roots because it has access to nutrition. That's why it's still growing. So this one is good, it's alive. The main mother plant though needs to be pruned back. There are lots of berries that I left for the birds actually, but they didn't come in the end to enjoy them. But this needs to be pruned back as well. But it's also healthy, looking good. Oh, look at this beautiful strawberry. I'm gonna have that one to myself. Yummy. Here we are. Cheers. Small but sweet. I found another one. I need to show you this one. So this is a smaller container. This one took off later than the rest. Already we have the birds have come in to enjoy this one. But look at all the fruits that this one has now set. This one took off. It had the 3 plants in there, gave us lots of fruit at the start of the season. This one has just taken off and we're getting the fruit production now. And look at this beauty back here. Juicy, ripe, delicious. Got a little bit of ripening to give, but I'm gonna have this one. Looks so good. And there's way more fruits on their way as well. I feel like these were last year's babies. These 2 were the year before, and these 2 were last year's babies. I think this mini one was last year's as well, so we could be getting some more fruit later on in the season. But their runners have done so well. Their fruits are already being produced, and like I said, healthy because 1, leaves are perky, they're alive, and they're producing. Same with this one, not producing yet. This is from the mama, but the plant is alive, looks healthy. So all our strawberry runners took root. Got 3 of them. We could potentially get 4th with this one, but we'll see how the season goes. But in the meantime, let me have the strawberry, then go make my coffee. Cheers. No words. No words. For those of you that don't garden, you don't understand and appreciate the joy of picking your own homegrown produce and eating it. It's a different world altogether. Like, just that alone brings me joy. Once you have joy in simple things like that, everything else is just grand. And it is so special. Coffee time. So the water still hot but not boiling. Just gonna make myself black coffee. I won't fill it too much because I need to be walking around. It's a very light black Americano. Let's go back into the garden. Cheers. Another joy in life. Coffee. But I'm trying not to drink it as much as I used to. 1 cup a day is great for me. I was on decaf coffee because I love the taste, the bitterness of coffee, the scent, everything of coffee. So I had to go on decaf because I was drinking so many a day. But now I'm on 1 non-decaf coffee a day, and then if I do want any top-ups, I go straight to decaf. And then some people say, oh, decaf coffee, yeah. I don't care. This is me. I'm not going to be staying awake all night. I don't want any of that extra rubbish. I just want to enjoy coffee whilst taking care of my mind, my body, and everything else. So if you're a 10 cups of coffee kind of girl or guy, enjoy. It's not for me. I don't want that. I can handle it, but I don't want it. Okay, let's go back to the garden. Ooh, bumblebee. Ooh. Let's go back. Okay, so we finished with the strawberries. We've got the rhubarb, which is looking good. I did harvest lots. I haven't made much from the rhubarb this season, but it's fine because I have just let the plants grow and do its thing. It has established roots, so I know that next year it'll get even bigger and produce even more. So I'm happy with it. There are some plants that you just leave to do their thing and others that you baby. So like strawberries, I've left to do their thing. I haven't really babied anything this year. Have I babied anything? No, I haven't really babied anything. Everything's been treated equally. I've just fed them, watered them, and let them do their thing. And let some go as well. I mean, look at the raspberries. They definitely needed deeper pots. I learned that lesson. We did have new growth trying to come out, but it's also wilting a little bit because of the lack of water. I did stop watering because it was raining, so I thought it would be deep enough, but it really wasn't. And the raspberries this year, because they've not had depth and nutrition, they've been really tiny and lackluster, but I've still been picking them and enjoying them because something is better than nothing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back, and I've decided this just now actually, come back and just cut the plant down and harvest the leaves for tea. That's with this week job. I've got more time this week, so I'll be doing that. And yeah, just put the raspberry to bed. I will be cutting them all the way down and then gifting them to one of my friends, or exchanging it with one of my friends, and get it ready. I'll teach her how to look after them for next year, and then we'll fill the pots with more compost, and yeah, have a whole day of making everything just look good for her in her garden. The same story over here with the currants, well, no, the berries, sorry. So they're ready to be cut down also. I did want the leaves to wilt more so I can use them for compost in the soil, but it's okay. I think there's enough wilt in there. I mean, the tayberry is completely gone. The loganberry still has some life there, but I'll just cut it down. And the blackberry is flourishing. Look at this blackberry. Prancing everywhere. I've got lots of berries coming as well. Got some more down there that are actually filling up. I have been harvesting kilos of blackberries from the park, but I know that I'm gonna have my own soon. And I'll try these on camera for you guys. I'll try this on camera because, yeah, homegrown blackberries without any thorns to be attacking left, right, and center is an absolute dream. Here we are. This week, I promise, this week I'll be in the garden. I thought this past week I'll be in the garden, but something came up and I didn't get to sit out here. I feel like life has been so busy, but in the sweetest way, and I love it. But there also needs to be time to come and enjoy the fruits of my labor. That's why I've just been popping in, not sitting in, just popping in. But as you can tell, the currants are looking great. The kale has been harvested at least 3 or 4 times. I've even harvested some for a friend. Oh, that one back there looks like it's been completely munched. That needs to be looked at. There is a lot of munching going on, so I need to come in here later on and have a look to see what is munching my plants. It's probably a caterpillar. But that one back there, that one is like down. So I need to come in here. Oh, look, there they are. Found the culprits. One there, another there, and another there. So not tonight, because by tonight there might not be any kale left. I need to come in here after the tour and just pull them off. Still got some blueberries ripening. I did promise one of my friends at church that I'll bring some in for her, so that's a tomorrow job. I'll harvest them and take them in. More blueberry plants looking lush and green. No berries though, which is to be expected. And then, wow, the purple sprouts and broccoli has not made it. I've just realized the damage on these plants. They have come in and just decimated. Oh my goodness. Wow. This is this is the damage that you get when you don't. This is probably butterfly and caterpillar damage. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to pull them out. So I've got like, how many plants that made it? Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe like 9 plants that have made it, that have survived the caterpillars. So I will definitely be pulling them out today and taking them probably inside by the windowsill until they get more growth on them, and then I'll bring them back out again. But now it's time to go to the very back, and then I'll take you to the front, and then we'll end the tour there for the week. I'm now maneuvering where to leave my coffee. I have decided to follow Jesus. I have decided. If I get copyright for that one, I don't care. Like, no, I had to sing that one. It just came to mind. So I am going to the very back. Just lovely. This week is going to be my garden week. I'm going to be out here. I'm going to be out here. Because there is development that I forgot to tell you guys about, but there's development. Let me spin this around and show you. I did say there was something I wanted to show you guys, and I will, but I want to just, you know, take it slow. I'll get there. I'm gonna keep you in suspense for a little bit. So mock oranges, they're losing their leaves, but it's fine. Jenny is looking amazing. She is growing so much and she's happy with life. Look at her. She has completely and utterly decided that I'm going to live by the grapes now, and she's looking so good. So I'm happy for her. Moving on, there's actually quite a lot of exciting things. So one thing is this. Oh, sorry, I just had a fly on me. Like, how dare you, on my skin. So this is one development. So I think one of my neighbors gave this to me. I don't know which neighbor did, but I needed compost, and look, there's compost here. God is so good. God just provides in multiple different ways. And for my neighbor to just bless me with this is just amazing. I'm so grateful. So I am going to be using this in the plants. Yeah, I trust that everything is fine with it. I'm just grateful that it's here. I'm so happy. So that's a development that came. It's unopened, so all the nutrients hopefully should still be inside, and I'll use them on the plants that need it the most. I'm very happy with this. Moving on to our nettle, which is going to be harvested today and dried, because the tea that I made earlier on in the year has finished. So now it's time for actual stock up of the nettle. So that'll be fun. The pears are hanging low. So good. They're not ready just yet. I'm going to give them, I'll say, another month. I need to double check exactly when I can harvest them, but usually it's August actually, so they might be ready this month, end of this month. But yeah, I'm definitely going to harvest some more pears because they look so good, and they're Doyen de Comis, my favorites. Oh, so excited. There's 5 of them as well. The crab apple has put on, and if you can see up there, them just dangling, they are looking so good. I did try one the other day and it was sweet. So I can't wait to harvest these and share them with my family and friends, because when I told my pastor that we have a sweet crab apple at home, I don't think he believed me. Not because he, not because he doesn't, but it's rare. It's very rare to have a sweet crab apple because they're so sharp and bitter and sour. Well, sour and sharp, should I say. So yeah, that'll be a surprise for him. Moving on, the apple tree is looking glorious. Looking so good. And the cherry, the single cherry is still there, just in that just that. That's looking so good as well. Okay, now on to the 2 surprises. The 2 main surprises. I'm so excited for this, so let me just show you. We have figlets. I noticed these the other day and I screamed. Look, the figlets are coming. And look at this. 3. So these have been produced this year, so next year they are the ones that are going to ripen and grow into figs. Can we get an amen? Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. Oh my gosh, just spotted a ripe crab apple that's just fallen, so I'm going to have a look at that. Let's see. So this is the other fig tree that I propagated. I really don't think this is going to give any figs. It's been years now. I thought I saw or harvested one when it was in the allotment, but it's just, let me give it some time. Let me see, because yeah, this other fig plant hasn't done anything, whereas this one, I bought it with figlets on them, because that's how I've decided to buy fruit trees now. Make sure they're producing, so you know when you get them home they'll produce for you, and it's producing. Very happy with that. So yeah, I'm going to wait till next year to see what happens to those, but I'm sure they will give us fruits. And there's some here as well, a little baby one in the corner, just there. And then onto the grapes. Oh my gosh, yes, grapes. Oh my gosh. Not in a greenhouse, outside, exposed to the elements, but we still have grapes growing. They're actually growing. Not all of them were pollinated, not all of them grew into grapes, but guess what? I am happy with what we have. You see this? Grapes. So happy with what we have. Oh my gosh. So happy. And I'm going to be posting more this week, because last week I realized that on Instagram I barely posted anything, and that's because of how busy I was. But I need to, even if it's just a shot of the progress, I need to do that, because this is amazing, and this is also amazing. So I just had to go in to collect that crab apple. This is what they're like. They get to this like sunset yellow. I don't know if you can see that. Oh yeah, that's better. The sunset orange / yellow, and they're just so gorgeous. Look, I've wiped it down, so I'm going to try it. Just stop. Look, gorgeous yellow in the middle, orange, sorry. So good. It's amazing. It just tastes like a sweet apple, which is crazy for a crab apple because they're not supposed to taste like this. But yeah, pip and all, going to throw that off, compost, and then let's go with the garden tour. Back out here, the gooseberries have definitely perked up. They are looking so good. The blackberries back there that I'm not going to harvest because in fancy we say I am on call. It means it just looks dirty to me. Do you know why? Because everything is just everywhere. It's outside. There could be rats. I've seen like mice in the garden, so I'm just not comfortable. Any blackberry that is below my knee, I tend not to go for it unless it's in like a place that I know is protected, because anything could have happened. I'm not even going to bother. Look at the elderberries. I saw two pigeons decimating the berries, so hopefully they go for the upper ones and I can have the lower ones, but I need to come and harvest a couple because these are now ready. There are some that haven't fully ripened, but there are others that have, and I need to just come in and take the ripe ones, even if I need to put them away until they get big enough to make syrup out of. I still need to try, because when I saw those pigeons, they were there for a good 20 minutes just eating everything. So I need to come in and compete with them basically. Just gonna go to the front garden now with my coffee. It's cold now though, mainly because I've been walking around and not drinking it, but hey ho, it's still very nice. Let's take it in. Cheers. And I'll take you to the front. Welcome to the front garden. So you can see the horsetail, right? You can see the horsetail. So the horsetail has taken over. Well, no, it hasn't. It's growing through the cracks because we've had some rain. So it's been very happy and it's just grown throughout all the cracks, which is fine by me because I'm going to leave them. The only reason being is that I actually want to save the silica from them, so I am going to leave them. The echinacea, the impatiens, looking great. The dianthus, I might have to cut them back because they're not producing any more new flowers, but the leaves are still looking healthy, so I don't know what's going on there. We'll see. This plant was either vandalized by an animal or by a human, I'm not sure. I had expected that there'll be damage because it's the front yard, but yeah, that one is gone. I've just left it in there. I'm gonna let it break down, then I'm gonna take it to the back, and I also left it there to show you that that's what could happen when you leave your vegetables out in the front. It's just what happens. This one though, this is what makes me think the other one was by an animal, because this one is fine and it's actually got fruit on it. This is the first squash that is actually producing, and it's a hunter squash, so I'm very happy with that one. It's just doing its thing. This plant is also growing, doing its thing. It does have baby females coming there, but then the male is here, so bad timing. This one is looking like a little lackluster on this side. It might just need me to give it some fertilizer because the main head of the plant is looking good. Got some females there, some males that are a bit ahead of their time, but once everything starts blooming together, we'll be able to get some more pumpkins going. No, sorry, butternut squash and butternut squash. No, butternut squash, harlequin squash. One harlequin squash. There we go. So here we have the rhododendron that's gone down. The gorgeous foliage is still here for the smoke bush. And we also have the other rhododendron, which is fading fast, but still here. We've got the mock oranges looking great. They just need a trim, like I said. And then we've got the every time I count Mahonia, the Mahonia. Mahonia's looking great also. The color has faded a little bit, but that's only because it's a winter. Winter's when it comes into its own. So I've left it as that. Like I said, plant is healthy. It's producing. So the plant is fine. If it wasn't doing those two things, then there's a cause for concern. Like this plant, it's not producing anymore. It does look healthy. This one looks healthier because the leaves are greener. So this could be a bit of nitrogen deficiency. So I'll come in, fertilize them, give them water. This should be fine. And the figs, which I don't think will produce, but I live in hope. As you already know, I'm a hopeful gal. I live in hope and faith, hope and love. And I have hope for them. If they don't do anything, they don't do anything. They have pretty foliage. I like them. But I live in hope that they will produce. No, not even fingers crossed. Scratch that. They will produce in Jesus' name. Amen. Might not be tonight, might not be today, might not be tomorrow, might not be this year, but they will do something. And they produce foliage, so that's production. Well done. You are fruitful, all three of you. Good job. And your mama in the back. Good job. Sometimes you just gotta speak life. You gotta speak life and life eternal. Okay, so I'm going to end this video here, guys, because I'm going inside. I'm going inside to relax and edit. I'm going to go inside, edit and post. Yeah, it's been a lovely morning. I've really enjoyed being out here with you guys. I've been enjoying the garden, if I'm being honest with you. I haven't done a lot of the jobs that I wanted to do, but it's okay. It's okay. It's not a big deal. That is probably the reason why I've not been doing these jobs, because I keep telling myself it's okay. But it is okay. It's not make or break. It's not the end of the world. The things that are growing are growing. The things that aren't growing. And yes, I can help them grow more, and I will. But I can't put the pressure on myself that, you know, they have to grow. If they don't grow, no, I don't live like that. So I'll do what I can, and what I can't do, release it to the Lord. Let me go and pick the caterpillars off the kale. That's something I can do, so I'm going to go do that now. So I'm not going to end the video just yet. You'll see another clip of me doing that, but this is where I sign off. Thank you. Have a blessed week, and I'll see you next week. So this is what I saw when I was doing the tour earlier on, and that one there, you see the back leaf, this leaf here, there's even one on the stem. So yeah, they need to go. There's another one there, and there'll be some. Every single plant needs to be checked, basically. No way, Jose. No way, Jose. And they're quite easy to take care of. You just need to be diligent. If I remove them from the plants, oh, I'm falling over. Let's see. Gentle diligence, bit of patience. them off every single plant that I see them on. If we weren't planning on eating these, I wouldn't mind. You know, this one. Let's see. I wouldn't mind just letting them do their thing. But because we are planning on eating these, they can't be coming here doing their thing. There's even one here. Just going to close this back up. Just found one that I missed. Oh, I missed another one. Hold on. This one's a baby. I missed this one. Oh. Just do one final check. Oh my goodness. This one's not just a baby, this one's like a whole adult. Come here. How did I... Okay, anyway, these plants are a bit further from me, so... The entirety of this leaf has to go because there are like 3 babies and 1 big one. And now I'm officially done. So I had to do a second round because I was on the one side, I saw a lot on that side, so I picked them, but then the other side had loads more that I didn't notice until I came close. Just part of it. I don't mind picking them off. It'll be easier if they weren't there. And I was speaking to hubby and he said that, oh, next time he will make something for me that will keep them, like that will, let me show you. So you see the gaps, that's where the butterflies are flying into it. And as much as I've tried to weigh down the netting and I keep pushing it back, they still enter when the wind blows. So he said next time he will make something for me that goes under the ground, like a proper structure that they're not able to enter from any angle, and that could help prevent them. And I agree with that a lot because that's what I've seen online, and they do tend to stay away from like actually built-in structures. But sorry, I'm just having another look over here. But this one was just a makeshift one that I just put together very quickly, so I do understand, but I still don't mind picking them off. It's just going to have to be incorporated into my gardening. So perhaps coffee and caterpillars. Every morning I'll just come in and just pick up some coffee, or pick up some caterpillars while sipping some coffee. So yeah, that's nice. I don't mind it. I'm going to go back inside now, edit, relax, and I'll see you guys next week. Take care.